my wife and says, I am running. So when he came back home, he gave me a video which he got from the Julian Whittaker Wellness Center, and it showed exactly how to do it, how to apply the injections and so on. So I got, since I'm not a licensed physician, I cannot give injections, I got Dr. Jojo Bernardo to come and study the video, and I had him giving the injections to my brother-in-law. Anyway, it really works. I think we're the only country in the Far East that is able to reverse Parkinson's using natural remedies rather than synthetic pharmaceutical drugs, not using Cinemed or Madopar, Levodopa, these are levodopas. See, the whole principle there is that, again, it comes down to your bowel movement and to your water. If your blood is very filthy because you are a walking septic tank and you're not having enough water, you are feeding very dirty blood to shrunken brain cells. And what happens is the brain then, a lot of free radicals get generated in your brain. And the free radicals destroy the cells that produce the neurotransmitter dopamine. So the technique used by Dr. Perlmutter, who is the leading neurologist in the US on Parkinson's, is instead of giving levodopa or synthetic dopamine, he said, why don't we take out the free radicals from the brain? And it is the IV reduced glutathione that does it. And at the same time, he gives the brain what he calls brain food, which is a lot of vitamins, minerals, and other nutritional supplements. He calls it, actually he has it in a powder form which you just mix with juice and you drink it. That's his brain food. And it really works. We were so surprised, both Dr. Bernardo and I, when we got our first patient here in the Philippines, a woman whose tongue was rigid and couldn't talk for 6 years. She's had Parkinson's. After 3 treatments, 1 week, the daughter calls me and says, we cannot stop our mother from talking. She's even singing. And then an American from LA came over, flew all the way on PAL, arrives at 5:30 in the morning. He was at my house at 9:30 with his wife. He couldn't turn around. His wife had to help him turn around. So I said, you want to start right away? But first you have to really detoxify. You've got to move your bowels 3 times a day. You've got to drink the water. I said, no problem. I'll do all of that. So I arranged for him to see Dr. Bernardo. With the very first day of treatment, just the first day with the IV reduced glutathione, he calls me and he says, Jim, I am running. I said, you're kidding. No, I'm running. The next day he ran 1 1/4 kilometers around Vera Mall. The third day he said, come to Jojo's clinic. I want to show you something. When I got there, when he saw me, he fell to the floor and started doing push-ups. Glutathione is really good, but as Dr. Santa Teresa says, you got to take it in injectable form and in the reduced form. As far as the whitening effects, I have seen that it does whiten women when they get injections of glutathione, reduced glutathione. But after they stop the injections, they go back to their original color. And for some reason, I don't find the whitening effect. As a man to a woman, I don't find it attractive. She looks like she has anemia. It's a pale color. I think we...
As Dr. Villiver said, the liver produces glutathione, that's all right. But the problem is because of the faulty diet that we have, we lack the necessary precursors. So I would suggest that because from my research, it's like if you get most of the precursors from whey protein, but you have to choose your whey protein. It should be from concentrates, not isolates, and it should be from cows that are not fed with GMOs, hormones.